Okay, so today we're going to draw the indigo bunting. The indigo bunting is a familiar small songbird that lives across the eastern and central United States and to southern Canada. Its breeding territories are often established in woodland clearings and in brushy habitats along the margins of woods, roads, and agricultural lands. This bunting forages on the ground, in bushes and in trees, taking small insects, seeds, buds, berries, spiders, lots of stuff like that. They winter mainly in Latin America. Males are deep blue and the females are lightish brown. This is their sound. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to start with turn down for the head.
Can you guys see in here okay?
I can't hear you.
Okay, so now we're going to bring this line down, maybe down here like that. Now we're going to bring this line way back here. And back here we're going to curve around, and back out. Let's come up here for the beak. We're going to go out, and back in. And we're also going to bring this line a little bit further into the head.
Okay, we got one more person that just joined us, so hang tight for just a second. So maybe go over those steps first. Okay. Go over those steps again.
So we did a curved line over the head.
Hold on just a sec. One more person is joining.
Here, you already cut it?
Okay, we got I'm just joining just a second. Okay, go through your steps so you did it again.
Okay, so we did a big curve over for the head. Then we did a big curve all the way down here. And then at the end, we curved around, and then we go back down. And then come up to the beak, line out. And now we're going to bring the line back, and then down, and connect to the bottom of the beak. Now we're going to do that line in the middle, and divide the top and the bottom. Okay, now we're going to start under the beak. We're going to go around, a little curve like that. And we're going to do a big belly line out and around. Big curve comes up here. Okay, so now we're going to come up here for the wings. We're going to bring a curve that goes out.
Baron, we can't hear you.
And then we're going to bring that around like a hook.
Hey, Baron, we can't hear you very good. There's a bad background sound or something.
Okay. Let me see. Can you just look at this one?
Is it still there? Is the bat sound still there?
Yeah, it's still there, kind of off and on.
That's so weird.
Do you have two screens logged on?
Yeah, but no sound.
Oh. Huh.
Well, let me switch him back to this one, okay?
Maybe just move them further apart. Sometimes that helps.
Mama, can you help me tell the
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
That's better.
Okay. Y'all hear me okay? Okay, so now this line that we did, we're going to curve back up. But we're not going to connect.
Make sure you hold it up after each step, okay, bud?
Okay, now this one is going to come out and then back in.
Hold it up close. There you go.
Okay, and now this curve that we started, we're going to bring it way down here. And then it's going to go into that bottom line. I curved around, then I went down. Okay, so now this line is going to go up to the back. Okay, now we're going to do the eye. I'm just going to do a little oval in there. And then a smaller circle inside of it. Okay, now we're going to start here on the wing. We're just going to bring a line that goes across.
Hey, Baron, can you pause for a little bit? I'm really behind.
Sure. Okay, so down here for the feet, we're not going to do those little bushy things that we normally do. We're just going to bring two lines out. And then down here for the foot, we're going to do a curve, goes around like that. Okay, and then we're going to come out of the back with a little curve. And then we're going to make that curve into a little bump, and then we're going to bring it all the way back and connect to the foot. So just bring that back toe around and connect to the front of the foot. Okay, now we're going to repeat those same steps over here, but we're not going to do the leg. Most of the leg is going to be hidden. So we're going to do that curve. Comes out of the belly. And then that other curve that comes out of the back. right here. Just a little line that comes out. Just a little line that comes out of the belly underneath. And then that's going to curve around and come back to the foot. So just bring that back to the foot. Okay, and now we're just going to do a curved line in the middle of both of those feet. So right here, curve, and right here, curve. Okay, so we're done with the feet. Now we're going to do the branch. So it's going to start at this toe. It's going to come down.
Maybe they can only see your screen.
Okay, so now we're going to bring that line, keep going down. And then we're going to do the same thing, but start at the toe and bring it down and imagine it going through the other toe. Okay, now we're going to do 2 curves for little toenails or claws that come out of the back of the feet. Okay, now we're going to bring both of those lines up out of the feet and connect both the top and the bottom with a zigzaggy line. Okay, so we're getting closer to being done with drawing, but first we need to do the feather lines inside. So we're going to do a little line that comes out of this line and goes into the bottom of the wing. And then we're going to do one next to it that's the same. So another one right here. Okay, now we're going to do lines that just little curves. They go down and back up, down and curve around, down and around. And we're just going to repeat that all the way across. So just do little bumps in that section. Okay, so right here, we're going to go down and then curve in, and then one more down and curve in. So just 2 little lines, go down and then up. Okay, we're going, or you can just do straight lines down if it's easier. Okay, so now we're going to come here and we're going to do a line across. So we're just going to do a little line across right here. Okay, and then this part's pretty easy. We're just going to do a bunch of lines down the wing. Bunch of straight lines that go down. And then at the bottom here, we're going to do 2 little curves in this section. 2 little curves, little bumps.
Will you hold that up again, Baron?
Sure.
Thank
you. Okay, now we're going to do the tail. We're going to go down and then curve back up And then we're going to do a one that goes down and then back up. That's the same, right next to it. Okay, and then this part's easy. We're going to do a bunch of lines that go down the tail. Okay, so it's time to color it. So we're going to start with a very dark blue. We're going to need a dark blue and also a very dark purple. So dark blue, dark purple, a very light blue like this color, like a turquoise, like this, a yellowish brown color, let's see what else, a black, a white, and then a brown, a dark brown. Okay, so whoopsies. We're going to start with our purple. So we're going to start with our dark purple, and we're going to shade lightly over this belly section. So they're kind of like a purplish blue. They're really pretty. So just shade, not the, don't color on the wing, but just lightly shade around here. And it's okay if it gets on your eye a little bit because you're going to go over with black anyway. So just lightly shade with the purple all over that section. And then we're going to go back over with blue. So just color over all of that purple. So this is actually a very easy bird to color. It's very easy to color. So when we're done with this, we're going to go back over with white and just kind of lighten up some of the areas. Okay, so just go over all of that purple with that dark blue. Now we're going to go back over with our white, and we're going to just kind of shade lightly in some areas to just kind of lighten it up so it's not super dark. So just lightly shade with the white, and then if you don't like how that looks, you can go back over with blue and just fade it a little bit so it blends more easily. And then you can also go down on the belly a little bit with the white. Okay, so for the wing, we're going to go back with the purple and lightly shade, and we're going to do the same thing we did for the belly. So lightly shade with the purple, and then go back over with blue. And then we're going to go over with white on that section as well. You don't have to do the white if you don't want to. I just like to because it's easier. You can also go with light blue in there before you finish doing the dark blue. So that's an option. Okay, now we're going to get our dark brown, and we're going to color this little triangular section right before those little bumps. It's a little hard to see them. Hold it up here. Okay, and now we're going to get our light blue, it's kind of a turquoise color, and we're going to just color hard over the section with the little bumpy feathers. And then we're going to go back with thick black stripes. So go back with the black and do those thick stripes. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're not going to go past these two lines. So we're not going to go past that, and we're just going to color solid over with the light blue over all of this. So just color hard with that light blue. And then again, back with black, but we're going to go over those feather lines and just make them a little thicker like stripes. So since we can't go back over with blue, I'm doing the blue first, and it makes it look like it's black with blue stripes. So there you go. And then down here for this little triangular section that pops out, I'm going to do the same thing but with the yellowish brown. So color all of that with the yellowish brown. And we're going to go back with our black and go over those feather lines in there. Okay, so what we're going to do in this section, we're going to get our purple, and we're going to color that stripe with purple. So it's the same dark purple that we shaded with before we went over with the blue. Okay, now we're going to get our black again and color that part above it. And then also the tail, but only a stripe, one little stripe of the tail. So just this line right towards the back of the tail with our black. Okay, so now we're going to come down here with our light blue again and color all of that. So we are using our light blue a lot. We're almost done. Now we're going to go back with our black and do those stripes again. And then also a stripe behind the purple. So the purple stripe is very thin. Okay, so I'm using a black marker, but you can also use a colored pencil. If you're using pastels, I would recommend using a colored pencil. We're going to go up and do the eye with that black. So get your black and go up and color the eye, but try not to color that little circle that you did inside. Okay, now we're going to come to the beak. We're going to color that, just going to go over that stripe in the middle with the black. And then we're going to do a little dot, a little black dot on the top of the beak, and that's for his nose, his nostril. And then down here for the feet, we're going to do those leg lines. And then stripes that go across. We're going to do the same thing with the feet. We're almost done. So just go over those feet with stripes. And also the toenails. Okay, so now I'm going to get a dark brown, and we're going to do the bottom half of the branch like we do, and then get lighter as we go up. So start dark and then fade up to light. Then we're going to get a lighter brown, and going to get a lighter brown and go over that. You can also just go over the branch with one single color if it's easier. But I'm showing you how to make it more detailed. Like that. Okay, and then here we go. I'm going to show you how to do a little vine and flower design, but you can just leave it like this. But I'm going to show you how to do a vine and a flower. So I would recommend doing the flowers with like an orange, like a light orange or orangish red, because orange and blue are contrasting colors, which means they make each other pop out. So I'm going to get that lighter brown again, and we're going to start dark right here at the end of the branch, and then we're going to fade up light, kind of into nowhere. Then we're going to get a dark green and go over that. Like that. So our dark green. Okay, now we're going to bring that dark green up here. We're going to bring a line, and then it's going to go out. So this is with dark green. And then this one is going to come out this way. And then we're going to come back in. And then out to that one. And then this is going to come down. And we're just going to do a little swirly line. And then this one up here is going to do the same, but it's going to come down this way. And it's going to be wrapping around its own branch, so I'll show you how to do that. We're going to go over here, and then back, and then over here, and then back. So just do a little swirly. Okay, now we're going to color those branches. So we're going to finish coloring. So I have, I've told most of you this already, but I have a nest up here in the window, and the baby birds are getting so big and they're so loud right now. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're chirping super loud. So I think the mom and dad are coming back and forth feeding them.
What kind of birds are they?
They're house finches, the ones that the males have the red heads. Okay, so we're going to do little lines out of some of the branches. And these are where the flowers are going to be. I'm also going to bring another vine out of this one to come down further, and maybe even a third one. And then I'm going to do one more out of this as well. It's going to come down like that. Okay, so we're going to get like a yellowish, like a bright yellow, and do little circles at the ends of those little twigs that we brought out. Okay, so now we're going to get an orange, a bright orange, and we're going to do just little spikies out all around the flower. Kind of looks like a little sun. So just keep doing those little spikies around all of those flowers. So that also makes it look really pretty and popping. So orange and blue really make each other stand out, as you can tell on your picture. So I think we're done. Don't forget to sign your name. And if you're done, we would like you to hold up your picture so we can take a picture all of your drawings.